What are you doing, Jonathan?
Clipping kindling.
Clipping kindling? Why are you clipping kindling? It's springtime.
I know that for the next window.
For the next winter?
Yes.
So you're thinking about now in the spring, about the winter to come?
Yes.
Because you want to be warm in the winter?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Boy, you've done a good job. Look at all that kindling you've cut. Basically, what happened is we had to cut down a branch on our tree because it was hanging down so far. We still got to do this one. That you couldn't walk under it, and it was leaning over into the garden beds at that point. So we decided to cut those and said we would turn this into kindling. Smaller stuff, we got some of the, if you see that the branch, the trunk part of it was a little bit larger, so we figured that would be some small firewood and then lots of good kindling, because this is Arizona ash, so it doesn't burn as fast as pine, it doesn't last quite as long as oak, a good dry oak anyway, but it is good wood to burn. I like the way it burns. So Jonathan will trim off all these smaller pieces, and then I use my handy dandy little Black & Decker battery powered chainsaw to cut up the rest of it into lengths that we can use. And I cut these a little bit shorter because then they're nice to stack. But come winter, they'll be good. They'll be ready to go. So we'll just keep going. We're getting a nice stack going here. Still got to do all these. But we know that if we're going to have a good warm winter, we've got to start now, in the spring through the summer. And actually tomorrow we're going to cut a big tree from a friend of ours that fell in a storm recently. So we're going to cut that up and then get it split eventually. And I don't know if it'll be ready for this winter. We'll have to see, but it will be ready if not for the following winter. So, hey, always happy to have all the wood we can. Right, Jonathan?
Yep.
Good job, Jonathan. You keep up that good work. He's been out here just taking this. It was a huge stack earlier. I mean, you couldn't even, this whole area right here was full of it. And he's gotten it down now where he's just cutting, or I guess clipping, and turns it into this. So you just keep going, Jonathan. What a good job. Like that. A friend of ours had a tree fell, and they let us come cut it up. I'm doing my job. I'm videotaping you.
Huh?
I'm doing my job. I'm videotaping you.
Yeah, I need some water.
Supervising so I can review it later and tell you everything you did wrong.
Huh?
I said I'm supervising so I can review it later and tell you everything that you did wrong.
Later, you're doing a running commentary, play-by-play of what I'm doing wrong.